Van Bleur still going. Oh, and it's saved by the keeper. But bundled in by Sean Flynn. And there is a huge sigh of relief sweeping around the Hawthorns.
Megson's first game in charge of Albion was at a former club with familiar faces. Megson was the one smiling after a winner just 11 seconds into the game. Lee Hughes secured the points. Megson endured a further 89 fretful minutes after this, but started with a win.
In the First Division, Ipswich hoping to go up, West Brom desperate to avoid the drop. The visitors did most of the early running. Jim Magilton looking particularly lively. Jamie Clapham also posed the Baggies a few problems. Midway through the first half, David Johnson made his presence felt. Moments later, Ipswich's best chance of the half fell to him. But for all the visitors' domination, the home side took the lead. Sneaker's pass finding Lee Hughes. The West Brom striker beating Richard Wright to the finish. He didn't make the second half, injuring himself in the process. David Johnson's ego may have taken a bruising too. Jolson and Scowcroft combining well, but Johnson squandered his opportunity. He took his frustration out on his teammates and didn't last much longer. Having set up the first, Richard Snickers then missed a golden opportunity to score West Brom's second. Ipswich immediately punished the home side. Skipper Matt Holland latching onto the through ball for the equaliser. There was still time for another West Brom sortie, but Bob Taylor was denied by the post. Both sides settling for a point.
To do the same, but squandered the lead 3 times in an 8-goal thriller with Bolton. After going in front from the penalty spot, the Midlanders left Bolton's Bo Hansen unmarked to head home Michael Johansson's cross. West Brom regained the lead 2 minutes later, Sean Flynn with a fine header from Des Little's cross. But it was 2-2 10 minutes into the second half, Gudni Bergson muscling his way through and keeping his head to complete the job. Bolton finally managed to get their noses in front when Gudjonsson beat the offside trap and then the keeper. But the goals just kept on coming. Bob Taylor providing the outstanding finish of the day with an overhead spectacular against his former team. And after 2 more goals had been exchanged, Bolton levelled for the last time, Bergson claiming his second of the match for a final score, in case you'd lost count, of 4-4.
Wobble at the Bescot. West Brom took the lead at Walsall through Sean Flynn. But Walsall, who could not afford to lose, fought back in the second half to turn the match round. Andy Rammell equalised. Then, in the closing minutes, Tom Bennett headed a winner. It was crucial. Walsall moved out of the bottom 3. West Brom dropped back into it. 1 point separates the two, with 3 to play. Chris Scudder.
Snakers curling one towards the far post. Taylor was there. It's a dream start for West Brom. Bob Taylor's third in 4 games. And West Brom take the lead for the 6th time in their last 6 games. Quinn again. Receives one off Van Bleur, cross to the far post. Flynn rises very well for a small man, Sean Flynn. He was up there with Gallimore and he's managed to cut out the pass and then was fouled by Kingsley Black. It's another free kick in a dangerous area for West Brom. We've played just over 2.5 minutes of the second half. We've had 2 free kicks and 1 corner, 2 free kicks. In towards Taylor, may still fall, there's a second! That's the one! That's the one they wanted! It's Taylor again! Brian Jensen is trying to organise a wall. He's got 4 in it. Black is going to have a go, and he has done! And Grimsby have scored! It was so important that West Brom didn't concede after taking that second goal, and Kingsley Black has curved a free kick beyond the wall and beyond Brian Jensen. It's 2-1 to West Brom. And Little picks him out if he can keep his faith. And Snakers forces it wide. Easily the best opportunity of the game. Possession with that. Little though winning it back and chipping one forward. May still fall for Snakers. He's come inside on his right foot. He's got the shot and he's got the goal. That's the goal that they all wanted. Because West Brom look to stay up. Kinsella gets the header away. Butler telling Oliver to leave it. And now he tells Clement to leave it. Here is Neil Clement though. Quinn has made a run just inside. Clement though going alone as he gets past Kinsella. Gets past Barnes. That's not a bad cross as Taylor's under it. And he's in! That's the one! The second one that they all wanted! Surely now can West Brom celebrate. Now are they safe? Bob Taylor again is the hero. Again the chant is Super Bob. How fitting that it's Taylor who's come back to the club he loves so much. And he's going to get the goal. And he has got the goal to keep West Bromwich Albion in the First Division.
Roberts might have been a little sharper, but John Helder's challenge was clearly a foul. Referee Paul Taylor didn't think so. Helder then scored Forest's winner, under circumstances Albion fans are all too familiar with. Plenty of defenders, but no defence.
He's managed to pick out Bo Hansen in space, so to his Rankin, and he's turned his shot past Brian Jensen. West Brom have had the possession, but it's Bolton who have taken the lead. The ball high into the West Brom area. Butler up with Marshall, holds a shot, Mayfair now for Farrelly, that's the second. And now Bolton may have just sealed the win. It's as we were at the start of the second half. The only change was the one at the end of the first half when Paul Furlong was replaced by Peter Crouch. West Brom look to get off to a lively start as Hughes tries to bang his way through, and Jordeo is saved. Van Blurt will surely score, and West Brom are back in the game. It's 1-1. Straight away Snakers is up in support of Hughes and Taylor. Hughes is onside and he battles away with Morrow. Nothing given as Taylor and Snakers now make their way in the middle. Driven low and it's deflected into the net. I think it's an own goal. Hughes is away in celebration, so too is Taylor.
Now Hughes. And he's managed to shrug off Roddick this time. McInnes! His first goal for West Bromwich Albion, cleanly and sweetly struck, and Albion deserving of their lead.
In the week has stopped a few of the exiles that would have made the trip to the Hawthorns getting here as Taylor buzzes his way through. The only goal is there! Taylor gives West Brom the lead. The jinx of the last 2 years is all away now because it's West Brom who have taken the early lead. So Dowd not turn away from Sonner, manages to keep the ball, still going strong. Has the grace of Vieira with the long legs that he has. Here's Adi Bowler, another tall player. Eden is sprinted up on the right. Adi Bowler may go alone. There's no challenges coming in. Horsfield's onside, and Birmingham have equalised. All eyes on the third official. Offside wasn't given, and Jeff Horsfield in his fourth start with Birmingham City, the record signing, has got his first goal.
Roberts scored his first league goal for West Bromwich Albion off his knee against the side he rejected in the summer in favour of Albion. At the moment, it seems a good decision.
Fox manages to get there. Snakers chip in, uses on Martin, onside, and West Brom have the lead.
the Republic of Ireland. Morrison's played this one onto Harkness. Clement is across in front of the goalkeeper. Here's Simon. Space for Lescott. And Morrison! Goal! West Brom were looking at the assistant referee, but the flag stayed down. And Fox. Crosses by Hughes. Roberts is there! And they've snatched an equaliser! A prompt recovery from West Brom, a second of the season for Jason Roberts. Westwood, a misjudgment. Walker clambers over Roberts. McInnes pokes it through to Hughes. Roberts! It's a double for Jason Roberts. The striking partnership with Hughes is really bearing fruit now. And Albion's unbeaten run is set to be extended.
A lot of movement. Defenders have to be on their toes as it comes in. Headed back in, could still fall, there it is! It's Kenton who's got it, he's been a rock at the back, and when he comes forward, he's given Norwich a chance to grab the 3 points.
The retrieval job though. It's Hughes, a disciplinary tightrope now up against Peacock, winning the battle, going down, and it's a penalty! Wolves are bemused, Peacock is furious, but the decision goes against him. Albion have a penalty.
Well, he's caught in two minds, Darren Peacock. Do I knock it back to my goalkeeper, or do I try and beat Lee Hughes? He makes up his mind up to do neither. Lee Hughes senses for a second he's got a chance to get inside Peacock. Peacock comes across with his body, barges into him. It's 6 to 1.5 a dozen. The referee sides with the striker. It's a penalty.
And there's no debate about who's going to take it. Lee Hughes, who has missed one this season against Derby in the Worthington Cup, will attempt to end his Derby Day duck and score against Wolves for the first time. Michael Oakes has to try and stop him. Hughes scores! The one-time Albion fan delights the Albion fans here. Scores his first goal against their local rivals.
Happy away day for West Bromwich, struggling Huddersfield, quick and too clever for the home defence, setting up Jourdain for the opening goal. And 1 became 2 before half-time when a mesmeric run from Jason Roberts threatened and deserved a goal until his right leg let him down. But it did give Lee Hughes the chance that he wanted, and that was his 8th goal of the season.
Smith, as Clement tries to come away, referee waves play on. Hughes, Fox and Snakers all that make an advancing runs from Clement. He's picked out Snakers as Hughes one side and Fox the other. Which one's going to take it on? It's going to be Hughes, and opening goal. Little finds Fox. Neat footwork takes him away. Gillingham will claim the ball was out of play as Fox runs on. Manages to find the ball to Hughes. That's a second. And both of them ended up in West Brom wins. Carbon there before Shaw. Jourdain. Again, those long legs taking him forward. Hughes for the hat-trick. There it is. 7 goals in his last 7 starts. That's the hat-trick.
Knocks it out to this side, so there's Little. Gets the ball back, Hughes. He's got a chance of a shot. And that's the goal for West Bromwich Albion. It's been coming all this first half. And it's that perfect goal scorer, Lee Hughes. And Lee Hughes tries to get on the end of this ball as Sean Gregan tried to clear it, flicked his head, but he managed to get back in time to try and clear it. Again, Little tries to find Hughes, and that's a good strike. It looks like a very acute angle. Forward, looking for Taylor, who wins the header, and Hughes is away here. Gets the other side, and that is a superb strike from Lee Hughes. His second hat-trick of the week. What can you say about this man?
Lee Hughes sadly failed to score in West Brom's 1-0 win at Wimbledon, though he claimed that he did get a touch. Seen again, Hughes' hopes of a third consecutive hat-trick seem to be more in his mind. It looks pretty certain that Mark Williams headed into his own net as he was challenged by Hughes.
Gary Megson. Gary, how do you feeling, mate?
As regards that performance, or
well, the half-term report, really, I think.
Oh, right. We said to the players before the Notts Forest game that what we've managed to achieve so far is nothing in itself. But now we're into, believe it or not, the end of the season. That was the beginning of the end of the season. We're 23 games away. And that if it was a handicap race, we've put ourselves in a decent position, but not the best one, not as high up as we could be, but we're making progress, and the result that we got against Forest has made it obviously better for us.
One goal in this game just before half-time. Absolutely suicidal back pass here from Elliott, which gave West Brom a chance they could not really have expected. The ball played into the path of Jason Roberts, and he very coolly put it past the Bolton goalkeeper.
Good ball to Fox. Bob Taylor's got a bit of space there. He's knocked forward to Bob. Bob on the ball. Bob's still there. Knocks it forward to Fox. Good ball to Ballis. Brings it under control. We want a good cross here by Ballis. Yeah! 1-0 to the Albion. Igor Ballis, the first Slovak to score for the Albion. And it's 1-0.
Albion boss Gary Megson read the riot act to his side after their surrender at Loftus Road. Richard Snakers snoozing on the job, Chris Plummer exploiting his mistake. Then the entire Albion defence seemed to go absent without leave, as Sami Kojo added a second. Albion well and truly KO'd.
For 3 valuable points that day. Still not started again since his £150,000 transfer. Here he is now on the ball, linking up with Hughes. Ballis is still there if Hughes needs him, and he will do. Chance now for him to get a cross in. He's coming in now on his left foot, finds Fox. Hughes is to his right, Fox goes alone, it's in! Fox has got it, his first goal for West Brom in his 26th start this afternoon. In his last 7 games, although in the previous 7 before that didn't manage to find the net. Sibon on the far side, supported now by Hendon. Driven in low to Booth, and they've got it!
Proudlock came back well, Robinson's played it through, this is a gamble by Holt, and Adar has scored! With Wolves leading 1-0. And Simpson's ball in, and Dar came through the crowd, he's got another! It's a double strike for Georgian Dar! Proudlock tries to get it off soon, it's gone right through! And Polley takes the credit! Well, Sigurdsson wasn't even looking at Proudlock's position when he had his arm raised for offside, and I think he may have been the one playing him on. This is Fox, and Clement this time is onside! And at the very least, some consolation for West Brom with a devastating finish. Low-key response to the goal from the visitors. Round, Hughes has stayed onside. Snakers in the middle. Richard Snakers! Can he get a second bite at it? Taylor! At last they've made the net bulge, and at last they've got a goal to calm the nerves. Snakers with a hopeful one, Allen looking for his goalkeeper to come, and he did enter, Taylor stolen in, and it's 2-0! And it's disastrous defending by Tranmere, and a real argument going on between Allen and Achterberg. Kumas! Well, it's a wonderful strike, and it offers Tranmere hope of yet getting something out of this game. A lovely touch of quality from Kumas.
Challenge was by Richard Snakers. Clement's up and under, Hughes is chasing. And the goalkeeper's made a mistake! And what a mistake it was, because Hughes has scored. He's quick to show Page he's done just that, and then he's quick to make his celebrations felt with the West Brom fans.
To score, it was a huge goal kick from Russell Holt. Now, if you watch the Gillingham defender, he's saying to his goalkeeper, come and get it. He'd missed Lee Hughes, silly boy, 11 minutes, and that was 1-0 to West Brom, just what they needed. Second goal was only 7 minutes away, and this is how to take free kicks, thanks to Neil Clement. What a good kick that was indeed. 2-0 looked enough. It was almost. Gillingham got back before half-time on the half-hour with Ife Onuora, but 2-1 it stayed. Those were the points that West Brom needed.
Baldry doing well to keep it in play, and now Booth, the man we talked about, has got through. He's given Huddersfield the lead early on, only the second time they've been in the West Brom half. And Adrian, we were saying how West Brom may concede an early goal, and that was a sloppy one.
Yeah, Holt should never have come off his line in the first place. There was no pressure at all. He was miles out of his box.
And also for West Brom, they signed Phil Gilchrist. He made much of a change to the way that West Brom have played.
Well, he had a kind of serenity about him at the back, the manager's fond of saying, which I think is true, but he is prone to one howler per game. He seems to be getting away from them. I don't think you could call him to blame for the goal, although Booth should never have got between them, should he?
Snake has managed to get it through. There's no offside flag. Roberts goes round Varson. There's the goal that they wanted. Joy at the Hawthorns. Jason Roberts in his first start in 3 games.
Stupid question, I suppose, but how do you feel?
I'm delighted, both with the way that we've gone right the way through the season, and also for the players. I think there's my programme notes today. You saw, or you will have read some of the things that I feel. There are times when we tell them quite vociferously,
that's it.
quite strongly, sometimes rudely, and yet they've the way that they've gone about their work right the way through the season has been great credit to them. We were a team that was bottom of the league after 3 games, no points, 1 goal, and then a performance against QPR that set us on our way. But we're still that same squad. It's just that we've got about it in a marvellous manner throughout the season now, and it's culminated in us managing to get in the First Division playoffs for a long time.
The Preston game then, same as ever?
You're up front. Cameraman's going wide left. That bad, me and Frank are playing. Yeah, second thoughts, you sub.
Just behind, and would have been odds on to score. Now Hughes looking to get the right side of Hendry, which he has done. Bearing down on goal. Oh, it's come off the bar. Rolled off the back of Holdsworth. And now Roberts certainly got the pace on Bergson. Bearing down to the goal of Clark. Slips it under the body. It's first blood to West Brom in the playoffs. And Van Blurk's throw into Roberts. Received a push from Bergson in the process. This has fallen nicely for Hughes. Roberts and Fox have made their way in the middle. Bergson trying to pull him back. Gardner's header. Snake has taken it well in the air. Not the best of all by Fox. In fact, not the best of games so far for Rule Fox. And he's been so instrumental in the rise of West Brom this season. Roberts turns away from Hendry. And there's going to be a penalty. Just 1 goal in his last 5 games for Lee Hughes. West Brom are 2-0 up. There's the dance. And the joy around the Hawthorns is so evident to see. It was Gilchrist comes across a wonderful challenge. Bolton are still threatening, and you just sense there may be another goal in this at one end or the other. Goal. Bergson's header off the bar and in.
That was the goal they needed. All of a sudden the substitutes are sat down, and Gary Megson, who scored twice in the 4-4 game last season, has scored now.
Hughes puts the pressure on Barnes, clears as far as Chambers. Back to Hughes. Turned one way and then the other. Chambers taking it on himself, but falls into Franson. It's fallen kindly here, has it, for Bolton and Farrelly. Chambers trying to get back. And now Bo Hansen streaking through the middle. Could this be a remarkable comeback? It's a penalty at the least. And the comeback may be complete. Hansen causing the problems, streaking away from the West Brom defence. He's been brought down, and there's a chance here to pull it right back. Franson, the substitute that's going to take it. Has Bolton fans to one side, urging him on, has West Brom fans the other, praying he's going to miss. Has Russell Holt to beat in the West Brom goal. Strikes, right-footed, past Russell Holt. A remarkable comeback at the Hawthorns. It's 2-2.
Just fall towards the goal, it is! It's Gary Megson there again! Less than 10 minutes and Bolton Wanderers captain breaks the deadlock.
Well, that's just unbelievable. I mean, it's into a great area. It's a good ball in by Charlton, but I cannot believe the West Brom defence and how static they were. They've all left it to one another. Nobody's even thought about attacking the ball. Bergson steals in, got a knee on it, doesn't matter. It was enough to find the back of the net, but that is as soft as it comes.
And he steps inside Rule Fox and looks for Gardner with a lovely ball. Gardner with a chance to make it 2 for Bolton. No problem at all. Whistles are coming from the Bolton crowd. Taylor won't reach that one, Bergson's away. Hansen forward towards Ricketts. Sigurdsson the last defender. Ricketts trying to get away from him. Sigurdsson's gone to ground, still Michael Ricketts. This will be it. Bolton Wanderers lead 3-0. They are Cardiff bound. Sam Allardyce with a victory jig. Gary Megson will plan for next season.
And this is a good spell for Walsall. Neil Clement trying to check that progress, but he's been beaten, and Lighthow has scored. All too easy for Walsall. Clement is going to have a go, and he continues where he left off last season. Plenty of men forward for this one, one of whom is Barras. Good save, Holt. Barras again, and Walsall are back in front. Bob Taylor from the spot. Coyne saved it. Fox now. Double save by Coyne. Alan Poughton for Grimsby Town. And the visitors lead. Needing to hold off his man, and Igor Barlis will chase this one. And just about keeps it in. The flag stays down. Plenty of time to cross for Barlis. Dicchio collects. Dicchio shoots. It's 2-2 for the new boy.
Here's an opportunity, and it's in! Derek McInnes! He's only managed 1 goal in his entire time here at West Bromwich Albion. The second was an absolute beauty. Dobie in the centre, so too Dicchio. The referee has given a penalty. Scott Dobie tumbled. And Neil Clement doesn't half pack a punch in that left foot, will take this penalty. Bosch. West Brom 2, Manchester City 0. Neil Clement, who scored from the spot, will try and do so again from just outside the penalty area. And it's in! 3-0 to West Brom, who'd only managed 3 league goals prior to today. And they've done it against the league leaders. 2 for Neil Clement. Doby. Oh, it's run for the youngster. Scott Doby for 4! Oh, incredible!
Neil Cox to contend with, but still gets the cross in. Flick down towards Doby! It's a cracker from Scott Doby. Doby from the spot. Oh, he's denied by Barton, but is on hand to put in the rebound. 2-0 Albion. Lucchetti's clearance has fallen straight to Doby. Finish as cool as you like. Hopeful one. Lucchetti should be able to deal with this one, and he's missed it. Doby with another chance. It's another Doby double. It's 2-0 Albion. Clement to deliver. Darren Moore goes for that one, and Doby gets to it behind him. His 9th goal of a terrific season.
15 points from a possible 18 in September resuscitated Albion's sluggish start and blasted the Baggies out of the bottom 7 and into 3rd.
By Muscat. Moore's headed clearance. Alex Ray nods it back into the danger zone. Branch squeezes it through. 1-0 Wolves. Nathan Blake. The visitors in front. Neil Clement. Good one. Brilliant one. A sweet left foot shot, as you will see. No stopping. Looking for the flick on. There wasn't a touch though, but Bob Taylor has got a chance out of it, and Taylor puts West Bromwich Albion in front at Sellers Park.
Shuffled forward for Doby, and Doby in for Rosler! Gary Megson's Baggies have the lead.
It's turn from Andy Johnson, sets his sights. Vasson got a hand to it. Clement, half blocked. Johnson's there again. Oh, and how on earth has he scored that? St Andrews silenced.
Finding Ballas, fizzing pass. And a terrific ball in that has been converted by the skipper. Derek McInnes.
And Igor Barlis, who just about gets the ball under control. And Chambers delivered it towards Jourdau. 2 touches, it's there, Jourdau!
It was a great game, good performance, our team. We play really, really well today, like a good team.
Johnson finding Roberts, and it's a good bit of link-up play too. Roberts is through here. Jason Roberts looking for his first goal of the season. He's got it, he's back. It's Albion's first of the new year. Clement's delivery. Johnson rising high is 2-0. Confusion in the Stockport ranks. This is Barlis. Still they stand off, and Dicchio doesn't hesitate for a second. 3 for Albion. Barlis. Another one of those forward runs we're getting used to seeing. Johnson on the overlap. Barlas instead goes inside. Dobie. Here's Dicchio! It's 4!
The sudden death of Jeff Astor, one of Albion's greatest ever players. Our thoughts and condolences are with Jeff's family and friends. I would like to ask all supporters to observe a 1-minute silence in honour of the King, Jeff Astor.
Good stuff from the Albion. They're being patient at the right time.
Jordal, Dicchio, Roberts, Jason Roberts! Off they go. West Bromwich Albion lead goals.
Roberts, Dicchio, Chambers, Roberts onside, Jason Roberts, 1-0 West Bromwich Albion.
It had been a month of stark contrasts, with the joys of league and cup success put firmly into perspective by the passing of Albion's king.
It's McInnes away from ball. This is Roberts in full flight around the keeper. Jason Roberts, 1-0 West Bromwich Albion.
Clement away from Roberts, lifted in towards Dicchio!
For Stephen Reid to put it in. And there's Cahill ghosting in. That could be a big goal for Millwall.
Oh, another poor ball. It's Ballas. Lovely touch from Roberts. Could it be 4-0 by half-time? Ballas does it! What a 45 minutes it is for the Baggies.
That clear. Swing into the centre. And who's waiting. All alone to score.
February had seen Wolves installed as title favourites, with Albion a safe bet for the playoffs. The gap to Wolves was 10 points. Surely they couldn't. No, surely not.
Chambers. Could be promising this. Dicchio's continued into the centre. And here is Danny Dicchio! It looks so simple.
Towards Filippo Galli, and the touch tees up the shot, and it's hammered in. Watford have the lead. It's on loan Wayne Brown's first Hornets goal. Fox takes it up, Clement ahead of it. Clement can swing it in left-footed now. Good one towards Dicchio!
Chance for Dobie, and that's a handball outside the area, of which there is no question, and I wonder if a red card is on its way. It is, and the fixture, which seems to have a sending off every single time it's played, has another. Barlas. Nice dummy by Dicchio. Johnson's now in the clear, looking for and finding Dobie. Oh, that's a lovely goal. That really is terrifically worked. And just what Sheffield United didn't want, having gone down to 10 men so early. Barnes with a corner. Oh, he's gone for the short one. And McInnes! Oh, that is just outstanding from the West Bromwich Albion captain. Forget 1-0. Gary Megson wants more than that, and his captain's obliged. George Santos introduced, and interestingly, there's a little bit of history between he and Andy Johnson of West Bromwich Albion.
He was in a little collision, accidental though it was, with Johnson while Johnson was playing for Nottingham Forest. And Santos ended up with a broken eye socket that put him out of the back end of last season. And this will be the first time that he and Johnson have met since. So, as I say, it was an accidental clash, but it'll be interesting to see what that first challenge is like. Santos and Johnson now do collide, and it was a hefty challenge, and I had been telling you about that little running battle that may be in the mind of Jorge Santos, and would you believe it, Jorge Santos has been sent off. It could be getting worse. Tempers are frayed, players are losing it, Sufo's furious. And has the referee sent off Patrick Sufo? It looked as though he's gone as well now. Would you believe it? 2 substitutes brought on have just been sent off within, what, 90 seconds of entering the field. It's a decent corner, and more at the far post. And it's in from Doby, and it's 3-0. And the 8 men, I guess, inevitably were going to concede, and they have done. 3 sent off for Sheffield United. Rob Olathorn being carried off, Michael Brown having hobbled off 2. Sheffield United down to 6 players, and the referee, by the letter of the law, forced to abandon the game.
They shock us all with Ballas taking it. Certainly Clements is a favourite. Neil Clements! Ew, it's not gone in, it has now! Bob Taylor on hand! West Brom break the deadlock! 1-0 to the Baggies!
He's missed it. Doby's had a super game, and once again using his strength. Right has slipped. Doby's in here. This could be 4 for West Bromwich Albion. Oh, it is 4 in comic fashion, but they'll take them any way they come.
Here's Moore. Flag has stayed down. Benjamin is onside. Oh, fabulous strike.
Bramall Lane had merely served to galvanise Albion's spirit. 3 points behind with 4 games to play. From now on in, it was to be the battle of the Black Country. Points with Wolves.
Dicchio dives in. Taylor's there! Ever the man of the moment.
Good turn by McInnes. Space for Bob Taylor. And in! He's done it again!
Well, it's a terrific goal. He's a huge hero here at Albion.
Lee. Gilchrist has stopped. Lee hasn't. Byfield missed it. Hurst and Mullen goes down. Byfield goal! All sorts of incidents leading up to it. And Byfield has scored on his debut. Clement's going to take the corner. Can he find his bald head? And Jordao, it's off the line. No flag from the assistant referee, no whistle from the referee. Jordao's effort cleared off the line. Clement!
It was a spectacular effort by Jordao. One of the defenders just took that little step back to get it off the line. When it came, it was Sedgwick, it was well over. I mean, Jordao, he felt that it was over straight away. But that's surprisingly over.
It's clearly over.
Chambers. Neat play from him if he can dispatch the cross. Has support. McInnes waiting. And Doby! Unlucky. Here's Ward, and it opens up for Hwangjo. Well, it was powerful. McInnes. Taylor and Benjamin. Oh, that's a terrific save by Koo. Goal couldn't either. Sigurdsson helping it on. Here comes Taylor, and he leant back, and for him that was a brilliant opportunity. Clement and Taylor. No offside. Taylor. Oh, it's saved well by Coombe, and then fired over by Doby. McInnes into the first minute of added time, reaches Taylor. Taylor, oh, he's upended, it's a penalty! Unbelievable! Myers challenge, Taylor goes down, and the team who just missed penalties for fun now have one of the most vital in their history. Well, Igor Barlis has been targeted as the next penalty taker. Bob Taylor, one of several who've missed for West Bromwich Albion, he's been brought down. And the team who have missed more penalties than they've scored this season have one of the most important that Gary Megson has ever witnessed. Incredible. West Bromwich Albion have missed so many spot kicks this campaign, and that their automatic promotion hope should come down to a penalty in stoppage time in their 45th match of the league season. Well, you couldn't write it, could you? Igor Barlis versus Alan Koo. And he's tucked it in! Oh, look at the scenes! A win on the final day, and promotion to the Premiership is theirs! Unbridled joy! Has a penalty ever meant so much to West Bromwich Albion? Oh, there are kids crying! Igor Barlis, the hero. It's over. The referee's going to blow. West Bromwich Albion have won. 4 points ahead of Wolves now. Promotion is in their hands. Wolves have to win tomorrow. If they don't, or more specifically if they lose, West Bromwich Albion will be there before they get to the Hawthorns on the last day.
As it turned out, you don't know how important it was until after the event. We knew it was going to be an important game, but we're thinking, well, we'll go to Bradford and get a point, then that wouldn't be the end of the world. But like, what sticks in my mind is that you know, whenever you go to an away ground, you always get stick from the Muppets that are behind. They sit there on purpose, and I've walked out and getting a load of stick, and this West Brom supporter was sat right behind the dugout, and he went. So they were all over the show. We had supporters everywhere. It was a fantastic occasion, and then it was surreal that I always felt we were going to score. I don't know why, because we weren't playing that brilliantly, but I always felt we were going to score. Again, we chucked Bob on in the last quarter of an hour. And you know, like at that time, it's not about fitness and it's not about pace. It's you know, fresh legs going on there with a little bit of common sense, a little bit of know-how. He brought the ball down in the box, and when you do that, if people try and tackle you, you're gonna have a problem. And Bob won as a penalty, which in itself is a great thing for most clubs. For ourselves, it's somewhat of a worry, and it seemed to take an age, but Igor strode up and stuck it away really well. And
it's been a stealthy rise up the First Division table by West Brom, only 7th at the turn of the year. Still 11 points behind Wolves only a month ago, but now on the brink. If they win, they're up, and Wolves, deliciously for all baggies, will be consigned to the playoffs. West Brom Hoping early nerves will settle, but it won't do their nerves any good to be defending this. It's Danny Granville, and it's well struck and deflected, and that's a very good save by Russell Holt. Here's Neil Clement. Johnson, header out by Austin. Neil Clement, no better left foot in the division than his. Good spot by the referee. West Brom have the free kick. Eddie Wolstenholme, one of the select group of referees. Darren Moore is forward. He's only scored once for West Brom. That's below par by his scoring standards. This is Darren Moore, though. And there's Johnson. Now was he pushed? It's Moore! It's in! Darren Moore for West Brom! And what were we saying? He's not scored his fair share. Well, how much is that one worth? There's Chambers. He was fouled by Mullins. It's going to be the first yellow card of the game. He had been warned.
Well, he was victim of one earlier himself, and I can't really excuse that. He's very late on Chambers.
So a chance for West Brom. They're not content to qualify for the Premiership by dint of Wolves losing. They want to win handsomely. And Neil Clement's prowess with his left foot has been a feature of the season. It is Clement, and it's awkward. It's Taylor! It's 2-0! Within touching distance now, and the goal has been scored by one of West Brom's greatest ever strikers. He can see the promised land. 1,000 waiting for the whistle to blow. No need for Austin to clear that. He's going through to Kalinko. West Brom, who were in at the start of the Football League way back when, in 1888, now on the verge of joining the Premier League for the first time in their history. Because it's 34-year-old Rule Fox who has said that he's going to leave the club at the end of the season and will probably retire from professional football. Danny De Gea, whose height has caused problems, is coming off. And the final word will go to a winger who has delighted supporters at Norwich and at Tottenham and at Newcastle. This is very nearly journey's end for Rule Fox.
Well, I think it's a lovely touch by the manager to bring him into an occasion like this and let him sample at least probably a minute or so of it anyway.
Very shortly, it'll be journey's end for West Bromwich Albion. One of the most historic, one of the most famous, one of the proudest names in English football. Stewards all the way round the perimeter of the pitch, but they're going to have a job on to stop the invasion. And the referee has decided to blow up early, and West Bromwich Albion are in the Premiership. The Boing Boing Baggies are back in the big time. And it is truly a landmark day in the proud history of West Bromwich Albion. West Bromwich Albion's season is at an end, so is their journey. And so is the anguish of being outside the top flight for 16 long and arduous seasons. It's 26 years since last West Brom were promoted to the top division of English football. Last time they did it on the ground of Oldham Athletic. This time, the party is at home. Odd thousand on the pitch in the West Midlands in South Yorkshire. Wolves troop off disconsolately, having held an automatic promotion place for the vast majority of the season, but now it is they who face the agony of the playoffs.